Yo, s- uh, I just got a frequency in my ear a minute ago, ringing in my ear, and then there's thunder right after it. And there's been no thunder at all tonight at all, like all day. I just thought of that too. Like there's been no thunder at all. Yo, there's been no thunder at all the entire day. And then there was thunder right after I get ringing in my ear. Or whatever sound it was, something that sounds like thunder, or maybe some sound effect machine. Because there's no other thunder or lightning or anything. That happened. There's been a bunch of engine sounds, and there's an ambulance that drove by today with a siren, drove by me with a siren. And there was a cop meeting me at a roundabout with his flashing lights. There's been a bunch of one headlighters and a bunch of dim headlighters and a bunch of cars Walknupsync. Just pulling up to the street right as I drive by him, or pulling up to the street as I drive by him as another car drives out in front of me, or sync things. Or a bunch of cars pulling up to the intersection all at the same time that I pull up to it, on all sides of the intersection all at once at the same time as each other. And it's just Walknupsync. And then if you talk to people, they're doing direct to conversations, and they're doing sync things, and they're doing direct to conversations and sync things. And that's it. So if I talk to anybody around me, they're doing sync things and direct to conversation, MK Ultra sync things. So that's just it. It's just everyone around who's not doing it. Just me, I guess. I don't know. I hear the engine sounds. I think they're doing the sync things. The rain has been sinking the last few days, and today the rain has been sinking. Like it starts and stops rain, or like it will start raining synced again at a synced up moment. car, gonna jump out and sing. Not that time, but probably when I park. There's no stalkers right now. Oh, and then some sprinklers turned on, stalkered up. That happened tonight. There's been a bunch of dogs barking, stalkered up. There were these children at the park that were stalkered up, and they were yelling stalkered up, and then I saw them again stalkered up later on in the day, I think. I think it was the same children again. Pretty sure it was, but they were stalkered up. And everyone and their children and their grandma and their dog and their cousin and their second cousin is stalkered up. I was chilling though, but it's like, damn, who's not stalkered up? I want to talk to someone that's not stalkered up. I just want to come across someone and them not be stalkered up. Some people look like they might not be stalkered up though, but then I don't know. But then I might see them again stalkered up. For real. And then every time I see them, they'll be stalkered up. So you just never know who's not stalkered up. I just know a lot of people who definitely are stalkered up. Like everybody around me. Like at least 99% of them. I just looked at the timer on the YouTube video at 9:11, 9 minutes, 11 seconds, and it's also 11:23 on the clock right now. And I looked at the timer at some other number like earlier in the video too. I don't remember. 33 or some shit. Yeah, stalkered up. And then that video this morning, it said 193, or what did it say? I think it was 119 on my gas uh, on my miles to empty thing, it said 119, and then when I ended that video, or like after I ended that video, I parked and it said 113, like when I'm parking. And it's the sync things. How does this work? I don't know, but it's the sync. And then it'll say, like, I'll gas it up, and then it'll be like the wrong miles to empty. Like it'll be more gas in the tank than it says, and then it'll say less, and then it'll say that it's more in there. Like the next time I turn the car on or whatever, which just might be a glitch with the car in general. It just might just be whatever, but like it might be another sync thing or whatever, or a thing or whatever you whatchamacallit. I don't know. I try not to overthink the sync things, but there's so many sync things that usually I'm not. And that's a sync thing, is that it will be a number when I turn the car on. Is it going to be a number when I turn the car on this time? What is it this time? 77? 77? Oh! Or it'll be 86, or it'll be 93, or it'll be 113, or it'll be 33, or it'll be whatever. 1, 2, 3. Whatever. And then the money in my wallet, like I had $187 in my wallet. It's like the amount that I spend like at stores and whatever. It's like the change that they're giving me back, I guess, is like adding up to a number in my wallet, to where when I look in my wallet to see how much money I have $187, 187. And then like the next time I look in my wallet, it says 86, or it's $86, I mean. Or it's $33, or it's whatever. So that keeps happening. Things just keep happening repetitively. That seems like a sync thing. It just seems like there's more and more things that I notice that are the sync things. And there's just more and more of them. All the time that I notice, they're the sync things. And there's just more of them on top of the other ones. That they probably already been doing, or they definitely already been doing, but I just didn't catch on to it yet or whatever. Yeah, that's the Walknupsync Podcast. Support the podcast, hit the Cash App and PayPal. Don't sync. If you're unsynced, hit me up. I don't know who's unsynced out here. Literally, I don't know. click the share button, click the like button, and vote for ILCAT 2028. And support the Walknupsync Podcast. And tell Joe Rogan to go fuck himself. This is going to be the best podcast on earth. I'm taking over the podcast world. No, I'm just playing. Joe Rogan can come on my podcast after I take over the podcast world. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have Joe Rogan come on my podcast. That's what's up. Well, stalker car drove by a minute ago, but there hasn't been a lot of them since I've been live. It's been like, I haven't heard any engine sounds. It's raining though, so it's kind of hard to hear anyway. Is there engine sounds? No. No engine sounds. There was though before the video. They kept going off sync. Then last night there was a cow mooing synced. And then there was a train horn. Like I post about the cow mooing synced, and then a train horn starting up as like synced with it. Synced with me posting about it. Like I posted on Facebook and then Twitter and then YouTube and then Instagram. And then when I post on Instagram, the train horn starts. After I'm posting about the cow mooing synced. That kept mooing synced over and over. Just kept moving synced over and over. And then I'll hear roosters synced, like people that have roosters, I'll hear rooster synced. And then last night, a bat like flew up in my face. Like flew straight at me. It flew at me and then like flew back the other way. It like came right up in my face. It wasn't screeching or anything, it was like all silent, like a ninja. And then I heard bats screeching sync tonight. And then just been a bunch of sync things. And the rain's probably sinking right now. A car just drove by and the rain's probably sinking right now. That's the sync things. And I just look at the clock and it's 11:33 right now. Is that a sync thing? So what other sync things? Before I get off of here, what other sync things? What other sync things? I don't know. It's been lots of people Walknupsync. That's all I know. Lots of Walknupsync, the same repetitive shit. The Walknupsync, the whiteys and the black and the silver and the red and the blue and the Walknupsync and the Walknupsync and the whiteys and the Walknupsync. And but it was weird, like when the cop met me at the intersection today with his flashing lights on. I was like freestyling, rapping in my car, and I was like saying some shit about like, I hope a cop doesn't meet me at this intersection or whatever, like as I'm like freestyle rapping. I forget exactly what I said. But like, then a cop meets me at the intersection though. And I'm like, what? But a roundabout, it's the roundabout over by the police station too. So like, there's a high possibility that a cop's gonna meet me there at a roundabout in general. And then especially the one that's over nearby the police station. It's a higher possibility that a cop's gonna meet me there. But it was just weird though. It was like, are they impulsing my thoughts or like what the fuck? I just looked at the timer at 22:34. Ta-da! But no, that actually happened today though. That shit was crazy. I was just like, I hope a cop doesn't meet me at this intersection. And then a cop meets me at the intersection. And I was like, what? 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 So that's the remote neural monitoring sync game. I see a bunch of cars driving by me every day. They're just like laughing their ass off. It's just a fun sync game. And I see people with their children. Their children are just having a blast syncing on me. They're just having so much fun syncing on me. And it's like, they're raising up their children to be little bully sync head douchebags. It's fucking... So that's the same things. I don't see any cars right now. I don't see any sinks right now. I don't hear any sinks right now. Oh, there's a car driving out right when I close my door. Like, it just, I don't know. Like, do they just be sitting there? Like, what the fuck? Like, he's just driving up the street all of a sudden. Like, where does he fucking come from, bro? Do they just sit on the side of the street and then they start driving synced? Is that what happens? It's like there'll be no cars, and then like I move, and then a car drives out. Like, what the fuck? So that's another episode 1984,000 of the Walknupsync Podcast. See y'all next time on the Walknupsync Podcast. Don't sing.